What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Any Day Now podcast. My name is Byron Manuel, joined always with my boy.
Rich Morrow, Rich TV. We back with another one.
Back with another one. Got another banger for y'all.
We always got the bangers.
Man.
For y'all, I feel like this is a radio show when we first come on. Yeah, we're tuning back in to 93.1. We are back with some more hits for...
on your 1-2s, darling.
On your ride home, make sure you tune in. We always here. We here with you, baby.
What I enjoy about what we do for real is that the guests that we have on, and I know we agree on this, I've always felt like they've been, I don't want to say undervalued, but I feel like we're putting a spotlight on people.
I feel like they're the underdogs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I don't know if they're undervalued as much. Well, I'm sure they would probably argue.
Yeah, they might feel
I think we all feel that way.
I don't put that on people, but I definitely feel like that.
But I think that we root for the underdogs, and we give the underdogs an opportunity to really tell stuff from their side of the story.
Yeah.
And most people don't hear what the underdogs got to say because they only show the 1%.
Absolutely. The next ups is also how I like to intro our guests. You know what I'm saying? As the current doers of what's happening. And this guest today, man, one of the most creative people I've probably ever met. Dying to get some work in with this dude right here, man. You talk about writer, producer, director. I don't even know if you edit, but I'm sure you be in that edit.
Definitely.
Entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even on this typical kind of content that you would say. I'm talking about out the box. One of the most out the box thinkers I know.
Man, legend already in his own right.
Young legend.
Opinion,
commercials.
Commercials, he got it all. And,
brand deals.
And when we think about people and creatives that we brought on this platform, it's very few that I feel like embody pretty much everything that everybody's been talking about. Irving is one of the people that embodies it all because he sees it from. And not to mention, he be in front of the camera too.
Absolutely.
So nonetheless, we want to introduce my brother, Irving Lambert, the man. That's a big intro.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love. You know,
young legend.
I'm trying to understand how to accept compliments.
You gotta accept it.
You know, I'm coming from a sports mentality. Next play. Next play. Yeah, you know.
It's like, damn, we can't even do the player introductions. That's where we at when it comes to this industry. You always thinking next play because that's how it is. And you know, that's some of the stuff we want to talk to you about today too, because I feel like, man, your testimony is one of the ones that I think anybody that got a dream can get some inspiration and motivation from.
Boy, let me tell you what, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, but let's just get into it, man. What's up, Rich? How you want to kick it off today?
We were just talking before we got on here. I don't even remember exactly how we met. We got a mutual friend, Doc, and we've worked on so many things throughout the years and have just been homies that I'm like, I don't even remember the first time.
It's all love. That's what it means. Like, that means like the journey was blissful to the point you're like, dang, where did we?
It's just like, it's not something that, you know, you think about when you've known somebody that's long and then you go back and try to backtrack. But man, you put me in so many situations. Like, have you always been somebody that's been into anime and all things? Like, because I don't know if y'all know, man, he has produced some of the most creative stuff around your favorite cartoons, anime, everything you could think of. And where did that come from?
I'm going to also say at a time in which nobody else was really doing it.
Were you the first to be doing this?
So in my mind, definitely in the foundation.
I want to give flowers first.
Okay.
Because
there's
so we're going to get the anime history, and I'm going to tell you about my love for anime.
Let's go.
Right? So the history of anime wasn't really like that back then. But it's one of those things, you was a lame, all that stuff. I remember, got my hands on the manga as a kid. Boom, right? And people always looked at me weird, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, Vine came around.
Yep.
There are certain people, such as RDC World, King Veda, Caleb City, myself. There's a couple people like I may have missed. There's a guy, Baso Live, all that stuff. Like, people will do like live adaptation animes and make it into a thing. Now, people that follow us, they're like, oh, you're black and you like nerd stuff? Then people start coming out the wood like out of nowhere. There was a burst
me too, man.
Like, because the thing is, being black and liking anime was a sin. It was a sin.
I feel like it's one of them things that people used to hide almost. They would hide it. But we knew that there was a lot of people. We all got cousins and friends.
But you got people like such as Vader, RDC World, all that stuff.
So RDC World was around back then doing them.
Yeah.
That's why he looked so familiar when he came back on, doing the stuff he do now. Because I knew I had seen it. It was the Vine days.
No. They've been doing it for quite some time. And then, as soon as they started putting relatable content with anime.
Yeah.
Other Black people like, why am I hiding this? Yeah. They're like, nah, we like this. And then out of nowhere, it's just literally, it was a whole burst of new people of anime. Yeah. Like, at this point, if you don't like anime, you're a lame.
Yeah. We make everything cool, man.
Definitely.
So not only that, look, like, we got, the Attack on Titan jackets with the, Death Note hat. Like, now, you gotta make it a whole swag. Stop playing with me. Like, I'm a whole nerd, bro.
So y'all didn't turn anime out.
It's part of Black culture at this point.
No, for sure. Right? I definitely feel like it is too, and that's super dope because it's led to so many opportunities that you've taken advantage of. When you started creating stuff like that, did you feel like when you first started that it was something that wasn't going to be possible because of the way that budgets work and VFX and not having that type of stuff? You get so fucking creative. I'll be like, man.
I was just like, at first, when I'm seeing people making I'm like, I want to create something. You know what I'm saying? I want to make this live adaptation. How do I do this? How do I do this? Yeah. It's going to cost this. It's going to cost that. All that stuff. But also, it's one of the key things. You got to build a community. You got to have people around you that believes in that project. You know what I'm saying? Almost to the point that there's going to be people out there that's going to think you're delusional.
Yeah, we doing that too.
When you're explaining it, it's like, nah, this ain't gonna work.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not going to get this.
Because when I'm explaining, one time, I'm doing a Doritos spec commercial with Moses. If Moses was an anime character, I'm explaining this to one of my homies. He's just like, what? He's not in it. He's like, you're saying, so Moses breathes in, boom, and then splits the sea. I'm like, referencing Demon Slayer.
He's probably thinking, how we gonna do that?
So my cameraman was just like, I'm just gonna trust you. Because he's like, as soon as I did it, as soon as it was executed, people were like, I understand it now. I understand it now. Pierre understood.
Man.
He in it.
You got so many creative people like that around you too, bro. I kid you not, B.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even remember which project. This was probably, so we did a couple of them. The Army of 2?
Army of 2.
We did Army of 2, and then we had a Candyman project we did together. I got to play Candyman. But
I didn't even see that one.
Bro, when I tell you, they get people to come out. It be people flying.
I was about to say flying in.
From across the world
to
do free work. I'm like, y'all got loyal fans, and they will fly and be so happy to shoot with them all week. They'll just put it out there. Yeah, we're looking for this, that, and the third. They got their army of people that'll pull up.
It's always an army of people, man. To touch on the other point too, has that been an expensive habit, or are you doing the VFX? How is the team working?
I got a couple homies. You got my boy IJ, Drew, Dan. I might miss the VFX artist. There's Caleb Farrell. There's a couple people that at first we're not coming up together, but it's coming to the point that's like, yo, we're gonna be making money, and I don't want to do free work. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure you're taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure something out together. But this is an expensive. It start to get expensive because you want to outbeat your last.
You elevate it.
Yeah, you want to outbeat your last. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing the Instagram skits. I'm like, how do I make this a cinematic? And I'm like, the best investment, self-investment.
I know, right? We've been self-investing all year last year.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Man, which leads me to you've had a great amount of success in what you've been doing. Could you speak a little bit about how you've been able to craft some brand deals around these things in situations like that? You're in all these partnerships. How have you been doing that?
So I guess the question is like how I be getting the brand deals and all that stuff. So
how'd you even figure
so
it all out?
I'm gonna let y'all know, and I ain't gonna gatekeep. So
dun.
yeah, because it's like the information's out there.
Yeah.
So there's one time I remember, and I have to give. I'm the type of person I have to give flowers all the time. There's one time I'm in college. Wes was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wes did a social media gold mine class.
That's
And
crazy.
so it was like
we gotta
more
get
of a-
Wes on the pod.
Yeah, man. Where's Wes at? Man,
Yeah,
somebody
we
call
gotta get
Wes, bro.
So he
I
did
think
a,
I texted him. I
he
think
did
I
a
did.
social media gold mine thing. Keep in mind, it's over a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like, so if you guys are serious about the elevate your craft, all that stuff, take this class. So I took the class, and he said a word about spec commercial, and I was just like, what is that? So when I did a whole that blew my mind. So he was talking about go to businesses, all that stuff. So I'm digging deep and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay. So in a sense, you got to make a commercial that's revolve around this brand with your own money and just hoping that this brand would get the attention of the brand. I'm like, okay, cool. So obviously years later, perfecting that, I that's one of the ways I did get, brand deals is more making spec commercial. And on top of that, I go to a lot of conventions.
Yeah.
I go to a lot of
No,
anime.
you be at them
like
shits.
when I tell you these companies be at all these anime conventions. Listen, all these companies be at these conventions. CES just happened, and that's a tech show. You know how many tech companies are out there? I'm just saying. But look, I digress. So look, I be going to a lot of conventions, and when I tell you I have to there's times I if I don't work with them, I don't work with them. But I'm still gonna keep that relationship.
Yeah, you build a relationship.
I still keep that relationship because there was one person that was at this with a drink company, and he moved over here, and he's like, "Yo, I'm working with this agency, and I pitched your name for directing for this commercial." I'm like, I didn't even know you moved.
Yeah. So the network just be moving. That's why it's important.
So that's why relationships is a big thing. I always say the N word is a bad word. Networking is a bad word. Relationships is a good word.
It's a lot stronger.
Yeah, it's a lot stronger. The N word is a bad word. Networking.
No, that's a great point, man. I think it's a relationship business, and it sounds cliche. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is,
you're gonna hear it your whole career. That's
everything that we've done at this point has been all the best stuff that we've done has been based off our relationships.
Yeah, and
based
it's
off the
crazy
people
because
we
you
know.
go out stressing so many things sometimes, and we talk about this all the time, Irvin, is that it always ends up coming back to the relationships that you usually already have.
Right.
So what you think you don't have isn't necessarily ever really that, because if you look at somebody that's in your network of relationships, somebody has the answer to what you're looking for. You just gotta.
You're one degree from your answer.
From everything.
From everything. So it's crazy. So to answer your question, I'll be getting the brand deals is literally spec commercials, going to the and I've done cold calling. I have there's literally currently right now in 2026, I've reached out so far. I think 430 brands, and I got screenshots to show you. 430 brands.
We ain't doing enough.
The ultimate hustler.
When I tell, but the thing is what's difficult. But what's kind of difficult is because I don't have the millions of followers and all that stuff. So I literally have to prove why I'm the warrior that I should be. Why I should be the warrior.
430.
430.
That's how you know you serious about what you do, though.
No, I'm very serious.
Yeah, I know.
I'm very serious.
I know. And I think a lot of people out there can learn from that, though, because it's like in sports, what a lot of people would tell you, when you think you're working hard, you ain't working hard enough. You need to be working so hard that you ain't even thinking about how hard you're working. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of passion that's got to be there for you to really make it at this level.
100%.
And when you talk about the things like not having a platform as much as other people that they be focusing on, when you come to them, it makes sense. I mean, that's part of the reason that I got signed with Storm. I made a commercial for the #1 bowler in the world's ball that was coming out. And shoot, the VP gave me the idea to do it. I was showing him something totally different. And
it shows the hustle.
Yeah, and he came to me and was like, here, I'm going to send you this ball. You do whatever you feel like you would do with it. And after that, I'm getting flown out. And next thing you know, we're signing. But, it's the doing. 100%. A lot of people spend so much time thinking about what they're going to do and don't do nothing.
Absolutely.
If you're thinking about it, I'm going to do it. Yeah. I'm going to let you know I stole that.
What have you found like success in the formula of like even closing these deals? Like what?
Yeah, because we want to know.
The formula. I'll give you one formula. Like it's funny. I've told y'all this story.
Yeah, this might be one of my favorite stories if you're going into that
one of the stories, I remember closing a deal. I'm not going to name the company just to...
for sure.
I'm not going to name the company, but...
We would bleep it out for you. Anyway. We got your back.
So when it comes to, working with, like, foreign companies, it's difficult. It can be difficult because we understand over here, like
cultural
in the West,
differences,
the cultural
barriers.
differences, but sometimes some of the other cultures see it as like, nah, it has to be this way. You're like, and then you got to convince them like, no, it works here in this Western hemisphere. Like, so cool. One time there's a group of, suited men, you know what I'm saying? Group, I'll say Japanese men, you know what I'm saying? Group of suited Japanese men. They're part of a company. Very nice guys, but very intimidated because they ain't, they're like, who are you? But like, I got
business.
Who is you?
Yeah,
but like,
we're already doing this. Like, what's up?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm coming in with the anime jacket and all that stuff. So one guy introduced me. They're like, okay, cool. Yeah. So then I learned, I was like, dang, Japanese people love to drink and do karaoke. So I looked at the lady. The bartender, I was like, hey, I will pay for their tab.
Yeah.
Let them have, and they're like, really? Like, you got us? I'm like, yeah, I got y'all. Yeah. I'm like, give my drink apple juice or ginger ale. Yeah. Do not give me alcohol. so here I'm drinking the whole time.
Know they can drink.
That's what they want to do.
They're turned up. But keep in mind, their cheeks are red, all that stuff. They're looking at me.
It's like work for them.
Yeah, they're like, what you
Irving was like, not me, brother. That's not like work for me.
Everything.
I gotta drive too. So, and then at that point, after the end of the night, $600 wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But I only had $400 in my bank account, so I overdraft, put $50 on the tab, and then I had to leave the parking lot and pay for it. So I had to gaslight the woman saying, like, y'all thing ain't working, so I can go. So I felt bad. Hey, whoever's attended
this is the life of a creative right here, y'all.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. Look, I was broke. I'm sorry. I was down bad. So I like, boom, used a quarter of gas, went back to North Hollywood, and I just sat there and cried. Cool. So then 2 days later, I get an email, yo, come by the office, and boom, I close out a deal. I close, and I have a real good relationship with them right now. Yeah, they're like, yo, whatever you want, pull up. Yeah. If you want to come out to Japan, pull up. I'm saying? Spending $600 overdrafting my account, they give me whatever I want now at this point. That was one of my formulas.
Now, what I love about that story is like the willingness to do whatever it takes to make the relationship and submit that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times as creatives, we see somebody and we're like, oh, you should do this for me. But it's really about building something with people, figuring out ways to get into their comfort zone, their creative, giving people a chance to vet you as somebody that you are. I'm always the type that's like, in certain situations, in certain environments, when I feel like, oh, I'll be accepted into this environment, I like to give them opportunity to accept me. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to just day one, be too excited or too eager, or I want to do this or I want to do that. Nah, get to know me.
They're gonna remember you. He was that dude. You know what I'm
saying? It's a confidence that come with that people feel. And I've never heard it really put like that, where it's like give people a chance to vet you. I like that. Yeah. And if you're really comfortable with who you are, it's almost like telling people, hey, test me then.
For real.
And it is. Test me.
Which I hired somebody one time, I think she was a makeup artist, and I was texting because I was trying to get her, she was referred to me, I was trying to get her on this gig, And I'm telling the person who was in charge of the bread, like, oh, I've got somebody, a makeup artist, she'll do it for this price. She's really hungry and she's down to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally text that to her instead of the person. And she was offended that I said that she was willing to prove it. She was like, I don't have to prove anything. Like, I'm this or that, or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, I'm trying to get you hired, and this is what needed to be said.
This is like me being your agent right now, pitching you.
Exactly. But the thing about what blew me away, I was like, well, I'm always willing to prove it.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with having to prove it? Like, if I'm put to the test, let's bet it up.
Yeah.
I'll put my 5 creatives versus your 5 creatives.
You know,
I will go bam.
Yeah. What you want to do?
That
Camera
post
for
Me Too
camera?
movement. She heard prove it in her head was she was thinking loud. She like, prove it. Ain't proving shit. Nah. Yeah, that's the problem with some of these false accusations and things. Now you got the game actually messed up when people trying to have regular, good business conversations.
False accusations.
It's like, right, wait, what? Prove? He told me to prove it. It's like, yeah, we was talking about film. Relax.
Nah, that's a
but
fact.
no, that's a good point, because if you believe in what you're doing, that's what it's gonna come down to anyway. I always look at it like, bro, if you got blessed with the thing that you are fighting so hard for tomorrow, like if you got blessed with it tomorrow, what would you have to do? You would have to show up and prove that you actually are worthy of that dream that you even spending all your time fighting for.
I'm going for it, man.
You got to prove it.
Because and we have these convos a lot. Like I just seen Jamie Foxx in the interview, in some interview, I forgot who he was being interviewed by. But as many times as he had to audition and prove it for the movies that he was in,
feel like
after he was already Jamie Foxx, is crazy. And I just watched one on Ben Affleck on All the Smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about how when he made The Town, that if that didn't do well, he was probably out of the business.
Crazy.
I've looked at this man as he's been up the entire time. And he was talking about 5-year periods in which he was irrelevant, couldn't get a call back. So he had to prove it. You got accolades, awards, millions of dollars made.
And you got a platform and fan base that's going to go where they riding that dawn wherever you show up on
you
the
got to
screen.
prove it? Oh, I got to prove it every time, brother. I got to prove it every time. That'll never stop.
Come on. That's what come with it, right?
And that's valid. And then y'all played sports.
Yep.
Just because you varsity doesn't mean it's permanent either.
You gonna have to prove it.
And then boom, now you go to college. You know what I'm saying? You got to pass your eval and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, you try to be a true redshirt freshman. There's a lot of true redshirt freshmen right now. They're going back to JUCO or they're going to D3.
Yeah, you got to prove yourself.
It's a couple dudes in open
because
gym.
they had a bad semester.
Even D3.
They're not even not worthy. They just had a bad semester. Was going through some life shit. Couldn't really perform. Could have had girl issues. You know what I'm saying? No money.
You go to 24-hour fitness and you might catch it.
What do you feel like when you think about some of the toughest periods that you've had on this pursuit? And then we can also talk about some of your goals and things that you've accomplished that you feel like you're most proud of. But to the people out there that's on this journey right now, I think they need to hear from the perspective of somebody who's looked the beast in the mouth, been bit by the beast, swallowed by the beast, been in the stomach of the beast.
We're going to pause a couple of those.
Pause. Big pause. But then fought his way out of the beast and is here to tell the story and willing to do it again. You know?
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, first and foremost, I have to give the good shout out to the big God upstairs.
Yeah,
without God, I'm telling you right now.
Find something to believe in if you don't
I would have
believe.
been crumbled in this industry. Without God, I'm crumbled.
You
That's
ain't
just
lying.
me. But
Even in that story you told,
amen.
you can hear that protection. You were smart enough to think about not getting drunk and blowing a situation and instead thinking, what would Jesus do?
Jesus gonna just love them.
Found a way to love him.
When I first, I'll give you the whole journey of and I document a lot of stuff. There's when I first moved to LA, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sleep in my car. I'm gonna figure it out
Off the bat.
Off rip. So I'm taking a shower Santa Monica,
at the
cold,
beach?
The beach. So I got got the shorts, taking a shower, all that stuff.
Man.
So I'm like, it can't be this bad.
You at least we got a beach. We ain't have a beach where I'm from. Shit.
This can't be that too bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay. I need to get food. So I got to go to, I'm sneaking into Costco, taking the free samples, all that.
What's crazy is never even really thought about doing nothing like that. That's how you know survival.
Genius.
All you gotta do is sneak in. If you can get in, you're good.
The warlock, the 5-star level warlock
at the door.
At the door, they serious. Yeah. So if you get past them, you good.
You might be able to have all the meals.
You can rock the whole day.
Hey, I'm asking people buy me the pizza or the hot dog from the stand and all that stuff. So I get $1.25. I'm like, I don't have a.
Oh yeah, they got the $1.25 or used to. I don't know what they is now.
I think they still $1.25. I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
So
maybe
if you ever need it,
just saying, if you ever looking for the hustle, Costco. Shout out to Costco. But see
brand
that,
deal,
trying to get a brand deal right
now. Imagine that. We like y'all podcast. Let's just sponsor y'all.
I love that story.
It came to the point that it was learning, when I was sleeping in the car, and I think that it came to the point that I was like, I'm middle of Walmart, negative $200. You know what I'm saying? And I'm baking to death. And I'm like, how, can it get any worse? As I'm sleeping, this is one of the craziest things. I woke up to a draft in my car. And I'm like, what's this draft? And I look in the back of my car, my older car, there was a hole in it. Apparently it was a shootout. So the bullet completely missed me. And that's one of those stories I don't know if I could tell my mom. I'm all would have been
you're coming home.
That dream is over, buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like yawning, and I'm like, why am I? Wait. Why am I here?
It's a tidbit nipply in here.
Oh, facts.
So it was a draft that came in and all that stuff. There's a lot of L's. When I tell you, just with being in the car, all that stuff. There was one time somebody stole money out of my account. They took my wallet, took money out of my account, drained it. But keep in mind, I was gonna fund a project, so I did a Craigslist job, and looked up a Craigslist job, and the guy was help me move, my house from here to here. I'm not gonna lie, I think I was moving drugs, but whatever. I ain't gonna lie because it was sketchy.
A little sketchy.
You're like, I never saw any of the boxes.
I look back, I'm like, if I get pulled over, I don't know nothing. So at that point, I'll just take
he kept you safe. You got complete negligence.
I don't know. So boom, he paid me he's like, oh, I'll pay for your flight to go back to Los Angeles. I went from Los Angeles to Spokane, Washington. Gave me $3,000, and I flew back. Fire. Then the moment I got that wired, my wallet got stolen, all that stuff, everything was gone. And I'm just like, cool. There's a time period even I went to, I was stuck in St. Louis. I got jammed up. There's a situation that somebody's purchasing my flight tickets, but they're using it from the black market. And then police jammed me up over there. They took everything. And then when I came back to my car, to LA, everything out of my car was gone. I'm like, it could get worse. I'm like, it can't get any worse. I'm like, it can't get any worse.
It can't get
you
worse.
Just slowly sliding down the hill on that pull back.
So, and then fun fact, the day that we were filming Army of Two, one of those things is you got to be mentally tough. When I tell you, this industry is, it gets dark real quick.
Gotta be bulletproof.
So, but the day that we were filming Army 2, you don't even know this. The day we were filming Army 2, the day that we wrapped, I got a phone call. Hey, Pops passed away.
Damn.
So the day that I got that phone call, my father passed away. Vader was with me. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "I don't know." You know what I'm saying? Dang, I don't even know.
Yeah,
you know
that's real. That's real.
So I'm like, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd never seen me like this before. People see me the stoic, whatever. But
in a good mood, looking out for everybody.
Yeah, but I'm just like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Can it get any worse?
Can it
get any worse?
At a point, you just stop asking that shit. You're like, man.
What kept you with the resilience to be like, I'm still gonna pursue this anyway?
What one? God.
Yeah.
And two, what made me, it's more like I know I'm close. Mm-hmm. I know I'm close. It makes me, like I said, the things I be saying almost makes me look delusional. You know what I'm saying? People say, well, what about this just in case? I'm like, there's no just in case. I'm 10 years deep Like,
that's why we named the pod Any Day Now, because that's how creatives that really, really want this shit feel. It's like, I felt like it's any day now since I stepped foot in Los Angeles.
That's what I'm saying.
The first week I almost made it.
It's tomorrow.
No,
it's today.
Exactly.
This would have been a week-long struggle in my eyes. Like, shit, cool, we good.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I would have, the curtain was pulled back and I was revealed of what I was gonna go through, I probably would have played it safe.
Oh, most people would.
But most people would.
Like
but obviously, God don't work.
It wouldn't be nobody pursuing shit. It'd be like, what? I gotta do what? Oh no. They don't even know who Will Smith is yet. I don't need to be Will Smith. It's cool. I'll just stick to Williard or whatever.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Like I'll stay home. I'll get a 401k or something like that.
No, I think that's
I'm gonna be a crash out.
That's so interesting, man. It makes me think, and I want to ask you this too, Rich, but it makes me think of like some loopholes that I've had for survival methods. I bank at a couple of places that let you overdraft up to $1,000.
Yes,
I've got like a multiple of those accounts. So like on any given time, currently right now, down negative 2,000 when you just need that quick cash. Take the 30-day, take the $30 fee. You get 30 days. You know what I'm saying?
Now we giving up our scam secrets.
That's not a scam.
No, it's not a scam.
They're gonna come after you. They're coming after you.
That's policy.
We're teaching people how to take advantage of the terms and conditions that they try to make you click through so fast.
You got 30 days to pay that back. Cool, and you charged me for it.
So I'm gonna give you 29.
That's
but once you hit with that overdraft fee, you can't pull out money. It's over. If you
that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you didn't get hit with the overdraft fee, get the cash out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my personal opinion. But
that's a fact.
Let me tell you what. Like I said, the journey. I'm laughing because everything I make it humorous because it's bro. Because keep in mind,
that's the only way I could survive.
It's a fine line between laughing and crying and this shit.
When I even for me to make that decision to come here, and there's a family, I definitely hold dear to me. They, I went up to them like, yo, I'm thinking about moving to LA, and this is when I knew I got my first brand deal with Microsoft, all that stuff. I'm like, okay, great. You know what I'm saying? I paid my college and all that stuff. But I was trying to fish from a smaller pond to a bigger pond and try to get brand deals from afar. And it ain't working that way. So my line is snapping.
Gotta pull up.
My line is snapping. So I'm like, dang. So I went up to a family. They're like, yo, I know you want to go to LA. So we heard that you want to, buy our son's car. And it was like a Ford Explorer. And then he was like, how much you think? I'm like, in my head, I'm asking him how much, and I'm like, if I could get this for $3,000, $4,000, I'm good. So I'll sell it to you for $100. So, and I was like, excuse me? He's like $100. So I took the $100, and I was living in Michigan. Boom, I switched it out. I think it's every $1,000 you pay a certain amount of fee for the title. Yeah. Boom. And then I got the, bill of sale, all that stuff. And then I showed him, he told me to come back to show him the bill of sale and all that stuff. Showed him the title, everything, and switch over. He's like, all right, cool. He gave me the $100 back. He's like, use that for your trip across the U.S.
Wow. So, shout out to them.
Yeah. Shout out to the
gang.
That's one of your
angels right there. My mom would always tell me that.
So, boom. Obviously, that was obviously the start of the journey. But when I tell you, there's a lot that happened. Even business-wise, it doesn't even have to be the real side of even business, even 2024 was a bad year for a lot of people. Very bad year.
Striking everything, crushed everything for a while, and we still post-COVID. So
one of the companies, I'm not gonna name the company, but everybody that know me personally knows who I'm talking about. I'm gonna say this. I had a deal for $860,000. I'm gonna say the number. I don't care because it hasn't happened. So $860,000 was on the line. I was supposed to be doing a global activation, 2 commercials, and all that stuff. $860,000. Hey, I was just like, I'm about to put everybody on. I was like, and I'm about to make my. I'm about to put everybody on. Put money in their pocket. I'm like, I'm gonna make
2 years.
That would have been looking
at
crazy.
At that point, I'm like, oh. people get 25K, you know, like people could come back. People are gonna come back. Like if I get 20, like if I give you 25K just to say
that's a lifetime buyout. Basically, you're like, I'll pull it up whenever you call.
25 bands. Like I want to make sure everybody's taken care of. Like I was gonna let people. I want
you will hit people with lifetime subscriptions.
So boom, right? Next thing I know,
business model.
I like the way you do business.
The day we were supposed to sign, they say, yo, we're going to go a different direction. Man. Thank you for your contribution. And not only they pivoted the other way, I saw the ideas on TV executed poorly. And I'm like, I understand why there's shootings. I'm like, I understand. Because this would be a valid crash out.
Yeah.
You know, I was just about to say, you just described the perfect scenario and recipe for a crash out.
Like this is a valid crash out. This is a true villain origin story. Yep. It's a true villain.
You know, it's very interesting because obviously, me being an actor, I've had a lot of those situations where, you know, I don't know what the number was on the other end because we sometimes don't even get to that point. And sometimes we have. Yeah. I have known the number on some of them. But we have to go through that and take it on the chin so often. And that's one of them things in this industry that people don't talk about. Everybody want to talk about the wins all the time. Everybody want to celebrate, you know, the highlights of what's going on, which is cool. Of course, that's, you know, that's why we do this shit. We want to be able to have those moments. But all of the moments don't look like that. And majority of the moments, you are yourself, the human being, in, you know, well, it's really a spiritual being in a human form. Yeah. That's me. But you're yourself, and you may have these different hats that you wear, but the reality of life is always happening. You got people that you lose in. You got, you know, friends and relationships that are being strained. You constantly putting yourself through this stress. And when you have situations where it's like any day now, and then you know you close, like you said, where it's like, damn, I know this shit could happen tomorrow. Like in your case, like the deal was about to happen tomorrow.
Literally,
you know, like, and it's crazy because there's nothing in life that I feel like that can really prepare you for that. That's like getting a game winner hit on you from full court at the buzzer in the natty, and you like,
What do you say to that? No, he cheated.
You don't even, you almost in shock for the first 20 minutes after that game because you're like, did that actually just happen to us? But then you think about the times on the flip side, because I was one of them people hitting game winners. I know that's how other people have had to feel at, you know, the mercy of you getting your win. So there's always going to be a winner and loser on every other end of what's going 100%. On and what's happening in our industry. And it's not for the weak. Like, you really got to be built different to take stuff like that on the chin, go about your day, smile around the people around you. Half the time you don't even want to talk about it. You know, it's one of them things that becomes real self-destructive. And when you're trying to spend your life avoiding self-destruction, how creative can you even be? Yet we still have to compete with the best of them. There's a lot to be said about all of us as creatives. I don't care what role you play. If you have sustained this for longer, I'll say you gotta get through at least the first 5 years, because that's a lot of energy. But if you get to 10, there's a reason why they say that 10-year overnight
10
success.
years is overnight.
Bro, when you get that 10 years, you got a different walk about you.
What's interesting, though, is he said 10 when he sat down. I know you're around 10, and I'm around 10 right now, too.
Yeah, I'm at 11 now, but...
Yeah, I can feel the simmer of it. But you had said something in your soliloquy.
Yeah, man. You know, once I get going, I was trying to find a way to button
it. You know, it's like, what I've always found interesting is that because we depend on the money for survival sometimes, it does stifle the creative. Sometimes I've taken my time or opportunities to do stuff that I wasn't so attached to. Mm-hmm. How do you still manage to, like, figure out how, I guess in my opinion, I feel like you do a lot of things that you really want to do. Like, what keeps you in that mode? Like, could you talk a little bit to that?
What keeps me to, like, keep on creating? Because I feel like, first and foremost, I always, like, one of the things my daily prayers, I'm like, sometimes we always be like, God, these are my plans.
Yeah.
and we shake our fist in the air, and then you know they don't go that way.
Yeah,
so,
different plans. Why you didn't tell me to plan?
I
don't go with your plan if you just tell me to plan. Do you want me to make a plan?
Because I'll erase mine.
Yeah, I don't care that much about my plan.
I'll see you later on when it fails. You know what I'm saying? So, but for me to keep on going, like it's coming to the point that I'm like, I'm seeing something breaking down. Yeah. Like there's a code I'm not cracking, and I'm not seeing it yet. But there's what I'm saying, like for example, like posting, my Powerpuff Girls film. Not only once, twice it got mistaken for CW's Powerpuff Girls and went viral. And I'm like, at first I didn't understand. I'm like, what's going on? And everybody was like, no, this is CW, this is garbage. I'm like, wait. I'm like, hold on. But seeing...
Wish you had CW, but you're like, damn, they got the juice. Like, damn.
I did this for $47, man. What y'all talking about?
I'm like, relax. Like, so like, as I'm seeing it, like, getting the attention of this, getting attention of that, getting close to contests, like being second place for it. I'm like, it is close. I'm like, it's going to be discouraging, but I'm like, it is close. Like I guess because I get hyped because I know that it like I feel that feeling that it's close, and seeing like, okay, the growth and all that stuff, and not only that, people are just like, dang, like you almost had that, that game winner. Like everybody's just like, oh no, that's kind of scary.
Now they really believe it.
They're really like, the people thought that was delusional. They're like, wait, no, he might be onto something. So just, I guess my thing is like, and not only that though, just my family, just where they came from is like, I want to make sure, because my mom, well, I was like, if you're a doctor, lawyer, all that stuff, hey, if anybody that's a first gen American from any culture understands this, it gets taxing, but but at some point, I definitely want to make sure my family is good as well too. So like just like where we came from and everything. You know what I mean? So yeah.
No, that passion is there, man. I think that's what kind of drives me as well. Is like, I definitely feel like I'm close, but also even at this point, I'm just like, I gotta find a way to make this work because I love it so much.
Man,
it's like it's too difficult to envision me doing anything else. It doesn't even make sense. I don't fit in the prototypical.
The shit don't even make sense. That's the funniest shit ever. That shit is so real. Half the time, shit don't even be making sense. You're just doing it. Like, why the fuck am I?
We were counting up our incomes over the 10 years of being in this business and doing the math on it. It's like the math don't even make sense for the time cost. It's like
it's disgusting.
It's grossly low.
And to me, this loud and passionate about it. It's like, why are you so determined? And that's what people around us that aren't in it see. And that's what you talk about, the delusional.
No, it looked good. It looked great.
Make it look good.
And we've been doing a great job though as well. We've been doing a great job.
It would be tougher if we didn't have those confirmations from God along the way to let us know that we actually are getting closer. Could you imagine how much harder this would be? Like, shout out to the creatives out there, honestly though, that don't, and this is on the serious though, I don't want to laugh, but the shit is funny though.
It is hilarious.
But it's a whole other level of one, getting in the door.
Yeah.
Just getting in the fucking door is...
Dude, not even getting in the door. Just getting
door.
It's hard to find the fucking house.
I'm like, at least, they're like, just getting to the door, for goodness sake. Like, let's start there. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the door.
At?
Like, look.
You caught me off guard. There's a door?
It's
Hold on, there's a door?
There's no street lights. I can't even find the fucking sign for the street.
I'm like... Let's like, getting in the door, that's different. Yeah. Getting to the door, like, that's different. That's a whole different conversation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and when you think about that though, like, there's so many people that don't have no help. Some people ain't got a flashlight, they ain't got a street light, they can't even find the street that the door and house is on. But then once you get to the door, there's a whole other thing with convincing a bunch of people that's inside of this house party, I belong. I'm one of y'all. Now you feel like the vampire and sinners trying to get in the house. Can you invite me in, please? Now they looking at you funny.
Exactly. No, you're right.
You gotta go through the whole period of vetting now.
What's interesting is that sometimes that's just the first door.
That's just the first door.
Yeah.
It's still not
you
even
get through that door, you'd be like, there's another door.
There's a driveway. This was just a foyer they had.
What is this?
It's funny.
There's a plane we got to get on to another.
It's funny.
place?
I have an analogy, of people that are nerds, saying like a One Piece analogy. I know y'all don't be watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I gotta see.
Look. All right.
But I know they got the bangers.
Look. There in the world of One Piece, there's an East Blue, West Blue, South Blue, and North Blue.
Okay.
Boom.
Like
We're different.
Crap.
So people, you got a choice to be a civilian, a world government, a marine, or a pirate.
You get a choice.
Hey, you're given a free will to do whatever you want.
Okay.
So. The world of pirates, you know what I'm saying? You could be an evil pirate, you could be an anti-hero pirate, all that stuff.
Okay.
So these pirates, the reason why in One Piece, they want to find this treasure called the One Piece. It's a treasure to become king of the pirates, right? So in order for you to get to this, to not even the first door we're talking about, the Grand Line. The Grand Line is a big wall with spikes in it. Most pirates, I think it's like a 10% chance that you make it up the upstream and make it into the
you
to
just
the belt.
praying that you in that 10%.
So-
You ain't got no evidence.
So boom, now we make it there. Boom, now you got to go through these other islands and you got to avoid government. You got to fight other pirates and all that stuff. And then, in the world of One Piece, if you eat a devil fruit, yes, you get special powers.
Now you can't even have the right food.
You get special powers,
fruit.
but you sink if you can't swim for the rest of your life. So
being
boom,
a pirate, that's a problem.
So boom, that's the irony, right? Soon as you get your upgrades and all that stuff, you build your crew, you get to this thing called the Red Line. Now, Sabaody Archipelago. That's when the turning point is for a lot of people. And I guarantee if you look this up in One Piece terms, you'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of creatives get to Sabaody Archipelago, and it's a lot of turning point, which was AKA.
Like Chinese.
Look,
This is real life.
No, this is real life.
This is real life.
So what
I'm
you get
following.
I can understand what he's saying, but it still sounds like another language when he starts bringing certain words. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. He could be talking Chinese, and I still feel how real this shit.
So once you get the Sabaody Archipelago, there's this one warlord called Kuma. He was taking people out. There was an admirals arresting pirates, taking them away, and a lot of people's dreams got crushed.
Yeah, right there.
At that.
Before they even got
and
to
keep in mind, COVID happened around that time period. You know what I'm saying?
They got COVID in One Piece?
No. Well, I'm comparing COVID with that.
Oh shit!
A lot of people's dreams got crushed. All that stuff. There's a lot of pivotal moments.
That was a purge. I feel like
Yeah,
COVID, man. If you didn't belong, your ass did not survive COVID.
Exactly.
You caught the bid.
Then we had the time skip, and the next thing we upgraded, we gained new skills and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're on the
Post-COVID. Now we're post-COVID.
Now
We
we're
made it through
post-COVID.
COVID. Okay.
But keep in mind, now your bounty is over $3 billion, and everybody wants to see you fall. Everybody wants to see you fall.
$3 billion?
That's crazy.
Like now you have a bounty on your head from government and everybody else. Other pirates are just like, you know what? I want to see you fall.
I
How
like
long
him
to
no
get
more.
to the One Piece?
Just to get a One Piece.
Wow,
Because
okay.
only one person could claim it.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
tough. Okay, I
Oh,
see why that world is dope now.
One Piece.
I'm sorry for that little tangent.
That's
but
if there was only one piece of the
That
pie
is
for everybody
the
to get.
perfect analogy being a creative, because even when I come to when other people are like, man, I love what you do, man, how do I get into this? I'm conflicted on even trying to
they're still stuck in
invite
the
them
East
in.
Blue. They're stuck in
Yeah,
the
it's like,
East Blue. They haven't even made it to
I
the
don't
Grand
even
Line.
know if you want. I don't know if you want this,
You
bro.
gotta vet them. You don't know if they built for all of
it's
that
like,
yet.
have you ever thought about real estate, or you seem like you want to own
Or if you watch-
a baking show or
You
something?
watch Dragon Ball Z?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can't even handle the hyperbolic time chamber.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that. They can't even handle the
Said, let's talk about that.
They can't even handle the hyperbolic time chamber.
The passion be just dripping about my dog.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk
That's a
about
fact.
that.
That's a fact.
They can't even get through the world tournament.
It's not for everybody.
They can't even get through.
It's not for everybody.
Once you go through the world tournament, okay, cool. Go ahead and fight a Saiyan. You're getting folded like an omelet.
And then you discover that Super Saiyans even exist. You ain't never even seen one of them in real life.
You haven't seen those things.
You didn't watch the dude
I'll say this
turn up on your ass.
to just even tie all that in, like, because of all that hurdle and challenge, I don't press the industry that we're in for anything anymore.
You know what's therapeutic about this fucking show? It reminds me every day of why I can't be stressed about shit.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because we are literally miracles to have even got through these doors. And I don't even know if I'm in the house.
This is harder than being a sperm and being birthed.
This guy.
This is way harder than that. I've already done that.
Yeah,
I've already done that.
Be conscious for that.
That's my first W.
Yeah, I've been winning shit.
Like, what we talking about?
But now, this shit that we're in, I'm just looking at it like, I don't even want to participate.
What's funny is they use analogies like the rat race for life and shit. What kind of race is this, bro?
I don't even know the rat race.
It's like we race into infinity. We don't even know. What the fuck?
The crazy part is they just said run, and you were like, okay.
Where we going?
Yeah, what's going? No, bro.
It ain't no finish line in this like Buzz Lightyear, infinity and beyond. We are out of there. And everybody is just running different directions too, by the way. Nobody knows exactly where their finish line is. The motherfuckers signed up for the race and just start running like Forrest Gump in different directions.
Gone.
It won't stop for nothing.
There wasn't even no boundary to it.
People telling you to stop, where you going? But fuck you. What a life, y'all.
We're getting close to wrapping this. But I guess I'm curious because I actually don't even, I'm thinking about it now. When people ask you, what do you do? Like, how do you identify? What do you say?
Survive.
Oh, like why?
Yeah, writer, producer, director.
I say I'm a filmmaker, filmmaker, creative director, and all that stuff. Just seeing like what I've been putting out, like I think it fell on my lap. At the time, sure. Like so I'm just like
that's what you became.
Yeah, so I'm like everyone's like, oh yeah, you're a director. I'm like.
Yeah, I ain't just that. It's almost offensive.
I'm not just that, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I see why you would think that.
Yeah, I'm like,
nah, because that isn't what you started out.
No.
I'm in that same boat.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about directing until it like fell in my lap.
Yeah, that's how I became a director.
And all that stuff. So no. Yeah, I would say creative director and all that stuff. And I think, and then from there, I guess after my Doritos commercial, after that, that just stuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The filmmaker or film creative or whatever it is.
How would you classify like how would you classify or give me like a few characteristics of what it takes to be a creative director, a filmmaker, the type of creative you are? Like, what are some of the good qualities that you see in?
Good qualities is I do pay attention. I do pay attention. Qualities is like I'll definitely I try to get close to the source material if I'm referencing things and try to pay homage and always show love. What else? There's honestly there's a lot. It's hard to talk. It's hard to talk about myself.
Like I be so focused on how tough this shit is, I forgot about the good parts.
Yeah, no, 100% because like people be so hung on like the dark stuff. You know what I'm saying, and not if you write on a notebook all the things you're thankful for. Versus, all the things you're not thankful for. The thankfulness is going to outweigh the, you know what I'm saying? So
not by far. Yeah. And that's what I'm getting to, because when I think about like, being good at what we do, and it's part of the survival of how we've even been able to get this far. The discipline that it takes to do these type of things. The constant creativity, the networking. The network that you've built of relationships and stuff like that. I contribute a lot of that to my success when I think about like, damn, how have I really made it this far? Obviously, God is the answer in every single time.
Right.
But when I look at beyond what God has given me, what He's blessed me with, those blessings become, like us. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a really dope conversation the other day. You know what I'm saying? And those type of things kind of keep me going. The closeness that I get to certain things at times keep me going.
You just know it's right there. Like
it's like they put a finish line right in front of you, but the finish line is like you know, you see the dog races where they chasing the rabbit and the rabbit just getting pulled, and that's what keep them running. Yeah. It really feel like they put the finish line like a day away from you. And the further that you run, the closer you feel like you getting to it.
Right.
And it's like you might never really hit that, but the confirmation that you're getting closer is what keeps you running.
I think that's the trick of it though, was like, I mean, that's what I was getting at earlier. Like I've kind of stopped running to that line.
Yeah.
I'm now finding solace and peace in like, I just want to make my things.
Yep.
Because what I've done is detached from money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once I took the dollar value off of how much I needed to make doing what I love and said, I'm going to find other assets and other opportunities to generate money, put that over here, and that's life. Mm-hmm. Now when I look at this, I go, man, what a peace, what a freedom, I can now just make whatever I want to make, and what it does in the world financially doesn't matter. Because I really just wanted to make this. Because also, I'm working to get better every day.
Facts.
You know, I'm still working on my craft. Everybody's watching us practice live.
Yeah.
And going, oh, man, you guys have made it. You guys have made it.
Practicing
you guys
in
have
public.
made it.
Yeah.
But the thing really is that directing fell into my life. I was a writer. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all I really wanted to do. Then nobody wanted to make my stuff. So I had to produce it. Yeah. And then all my director homies were directing their own things. So now I got to direct it. Luckily, I found people like Rich. I was in some things. I was acting in the shit too at some point.
You're like, man, I'm going to try to make a movie myself.
Yeah, I'm about to do a one-man show because I wanted it so bad, man. Yeah. So I commend us all for the courage to keep going. But like you said, it's really delusional as well.
Like, it's almost like, what is it? Busta Rhymes says, everybody calls you crazy until it works and they call you a genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of fine lines in this. Laughing, crying, genius, crazy. It's a bunch of lines.
And there's times that we've experienced the, you know, that small spoon, like, this is what you can get.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Give you a little taste, a little sample. That's that Costco sample.
Yeah, you got that little, you got that little taste of like, because like, even my first taste when I first got to LA is through Microsoft. Okay. Microsoft flew me out, and I'm like, they put me in a hotel, all that stuff. I'm like, this is what I could get.
This is what it could be.
I was about to be I'm moving to LA. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's how they get your ass, man. This shit crazy.
My first taste.
Really how they get your ass.
I was working on a TV show as
I was going to say, we all got to give ours after this, too, because this is funny.
Yeah, I was working as a PA. And I got a like a dysfunction with mail. Like when I'm around mail, I just open it. Like even at other people's houses, I'm always thinking the mail is for me for some reason. So like I'm about to go deliver some mail, and I had opened up a check for one of the talent that was attached to the show, and it was like 20 bands, and I was like, wait, people are making 20 bands doing this? And I'm like, for what amount of time? For the week? That's an 80,000. I'm like, the possibilities of what can be had in this business from opening the wrong piece of mail, realizing I could be this 20,000 a week. I thought I've been chasing it. I've been chasing the high ever since.
I don't even know if my very first moment happened to me, but it was me being around people that already was in it, and I had booked my first Nike job. And I'm around, you know, other models for the first time and stuff, and people that's been doing it. And I'm thinking, I'm hyped. This is my very first job I booked. I'm like, all the auditions I done put
to the bag.
This is the first one that actually said you're booked. Yeah. I'm like, oh wow. So I get there and I'm getting to talk to all of the other, you know, models and stuff. And I'm with Wilhelmina now, so this is huge. Like I'm with a big agency. I'm thinking, oh, this is lit, bro. I'm listening to them. They was complaining about having days off like in the month, and I'm thinking to myself like I was confused on the conversation for the first 30 minutes. Like I don't get what they upset about. It sounds like they living a life, but then they were like, I only have like 4 days off this month, and all of them was clearing like 30,000-50,000 a month just modeling. I'm like, from taking pictures. I was like,
first world problems.
I don't need a day off.
First world problems.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't need a day off, brother.
I was like, y'all are mad about days. I'm like, am I gonna get? I don't think I'm gonna feel like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. I'm like, and I'm looking at the people around me, and these are like close friends now. But I'm like, they all really talented, good people. Yeah. I'm like, I'm literally just like all of these people. I'm thinking from here we climb.
I should have 50,000 at the end of this month. I for sure have. But there's no difference between us at this point.
That's what they're averaging per month. Yeah. So I'm like, some months are probably having more than this. Yeah. And I'm listening to the conversation because in their eyes, this ain't my first gig. You know what I'm saying?
They believe that check
after
will always
that,
be
I thought that it was all peaches and cream.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had a $50,000 month still yet. Look, like what? 11 years, 10 years later. That shit's sick.
One of the things I remember you and I were talking about when I discovered about gaming.
Yeah.
Gaming. Yeah. Look, when I found out gaming, and I love gaming. When I found out I'm not going to say the number or anything like that, but when I saw an individual show me over $500,000 check just to play games and say, download this, I was just like,
I'm quitting everything.
I'm like, what am I
There's
doing?
nothing else I should be doing.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yo.
I've been making terrible decisions.
Terrible life decisions.
I'm like, so you mean to tell me? I'm like, I'm not gaming. I'm like, how do I even?
I'm the best gamer I know.
I'm like, yo, Call of Duty and Halo back then, I was
nice.
I was taking people out.
Yeah. What?
I was 20 kill streak. Helicopter in
every day.
Bro, but I'm like sitting here like seeing this person had over $500,000 from not even the stream, just from a sponsorship. And I'm like, and I'm talking to the person. I'm like, yo, are they looking for commercials?
How do I get in, brother? How do I get in, brother?
It's like, man, you got an extra 5 days you can spare for me to make a commercial for these. Like, what we doing?
I'm figuring it out. It was just like, I was like, when I saw that, the first time I was like, in the gaming, I'm like on a commercial level like that, it's kind of crazy. When I saw over $500,000, my mouth dropped. I was
the bread is good. Shout out to the video games because they're giving me my biggest check.
It's more than it's a sponsorship.
That's hilarious.
The moment they have a collaboration with these sponsorships, I'm telling you, the bread is crazy.
Yeah, no.
But the thing is, but I actually genuinely do love video games. So I'm not. The bread is great, but it's just like I genuinely
if you can combine those two, that's the dream.
Yeah,
that's what the dream actually is, to be able to have figures that blow your mind doing what you actually are passionate about doing. That's what we all chasing. Now, maybe there is a finish line to some people. Yeah. I see people like Samuel that still want to work as much as he do. That I think some people just don't have one. But some people do get to a point where they're like, you know what, that's cool. I can sit down now, and then they might pick it back up again and get back in the race.
There's a creator I know. He literally told me, he was like, "Yo, I could sit for 20 years and I'm good." And I'm like,
you're like, I don't think I got that in me.
I'm like, bro, I should get a ski mask.
That's a great flex. Yeah.
I should get
then you won't be missing a year, nigga.
I should get a ski mask.
It's like, oh, you that good?
I'm like, oh, you that good? Like, word? Oh, word?
Look, you got one for you.
You think it's a game?
You think it's sweet out here? Hold on.
Come on, man.
You know who you are.
They don't know what we're really doing out here.
Years.
This how we doing the next pod. This how we doing the next pod.
Like a whole different person. Like hella unapproachable.
Yeah, that's how we doing the next pod.
You thought it was sweet out here, huh?
Yeah. Give me your camera and all your ideas. I'm gonna start jacking niggas for their ideas.
Write my script.
Do my color right now.
Yeah, man, if you don't color this by tomorrow, it's pretty good.
I want my sound prestige.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Man, we gonna wrap it up, bro. But that's the pod, Irving, man. I'm definitely glad you came out, my boy. We're gonna do some more. You know what I'm saying? We got some more work coming up as well, man.
Oh yeah, no, we've been talking about it. We about to be cooking real soon and everything.
No, that's a fact, man. But that's the pod, y'all. We gonna slide, man. Any day now pod. Irving Lambert, man. Super genius, creative, rich in the building. Dev on the ones and twos as always. C-Sun hoodie. Man. What's up, reppin'?
Get with it.
We out here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you dropped your mic.